Hi, I'm Keegan, and this is A Bunch of Gamers. This is our 128th episode of Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th Anniversary Edition, The Vital Spark. I'm going to go around and have my players introduce themselves.
I'm Tyler, and I play Kyle, also known as Guards the Low. He's a Philodox of the Children of Gaia.
Hi, I'm Sam. I play Cora. She's an Aruna in the Geta Fenris.
Hi, I'm Adam. I play Mark Guides the Fallen, and he's a Thurge of the Children of Gaia.
Hi, I'm Sean. I play Zeb Speaks-in-Sweet-Whispers. He is a Theurge of the Silent Striders.
Hello, my name's Thomas. I play Dimitri Howls-In-Memory, Lupus Galliard of the Bone Gnawers.
Hi, my name is George. I am playing William Grows-Matrices. He is a Fostern Arun of the Glasswalkers.
Last time, the Pax traveled through the lands of the dead, as per requested by Traveler, and to help Matias in reforging the White Howler tribe. Moving through, they reached the sandy beaches and the dark ocean of the Maelstrom that would lead further to the Stygian city, further beyond. On the beach, they found rocky outcroppings and found ghosts of White Howlers. The lead White Howler requested that they enter the cyber realm, steal a spark of reality, and then enter Flux and create a new ancestral homeland for the White Howlers so that these ghosts could pass and become ancestor spirits. With that information in mind, the Pax enter the Sept of the Steel Mountain for a way into the cyber realm. Let in, they now await their meeting with the Elder. All of you are now sitting around in a meeting room of the Steel Mountain as you've been waiting for a brief amount of time as the kinfolk who are trying to help and schedule everything for their guru relatives, you finally are greeted by leads as Steel. The Glasswalker Elder enters and looks around at everyone going, "So, what's so urgent, and who is this?" as he points it to Matias.
Greetings, Leads of Steel. This is Matias. We are leading him on his rite of passage. It is a large one, and we are looking to try and get some of your help.
I would say it's an extensive one if we've got 2 packs aiding a cub, and from what I heard from the last moot, or if what I heard from a few months ago, 2 Athro to boot, or 3 Athro, and a bunch of Adrian.
It's an important rite of passage.
Matias nods and goes, "I am a cub who was raised in Silver Tara, saved by Fomori's Bane, and my rite of passage is to rebuild and redeem my tribe." Leads of Steel gives a quizzical look and goes, "So he's the last White Howler?"
He is.
I would like to think that he is not the last, but the first to redeem themselves.
A good way of looking at it, though I lack that optimism currently, though I appreciate yours as always, Grows-Matrices. The issue being, what do you need of the Sept? What is needed of the Steel Mountain to help this first and last White Howler?
We need access to the cyber realm, which I have minimal access. I have heard some tales with the rest of my pack and Fomori's Bane that they might not be so well welcomed.
That is possible. Well, many of us are not very well welcome anymore. After the purge, Glasswalkers are no longer allowed in Uptown.
That might pose some more problems.
We can get you cards, though, to get you access into at least downtown.
Our end goal would likely be Uptown. And that's not to say that we wouldn't appreciate the access to the other areas, just that I wouldn't want the Sept to be in trouble because we broke whatever conventions we were supposed to keep.
The conventions have been odd, and, well, the spider has gotten more hostile. There's some suspicions that Uptown is holding escapees from the Purge. Now, the elevator works just as well here, but of course our elevator in the Umbra goes to downtown. No gateway from the Penumbra ever goes to Uptown.
Do you have any suggestions of how we could get it into Uptown?
There's several. Some of them are going to sound crude and almost like I'm making fun of you, though. You could start climbing.
Sometimes the simplest solution is the best.
True. Though, just be warned, security has been upgraded. In addition, you could try, with William here having access to his own computer, you could try accessing a net node in downtown and trying to move across the spider's web net in the sky and try and hack your way back into a terminal that's located in Uptown. It's also a possibility.
Tell you what, I'm glad that we have William here, because all of that just flew over Cora's head.
It feels like so far that may be our best option.
Is it as simple as just upgrading our passes, or is this an actual, travel through a web of sorts?
You'd be traveling through multiple nodes that represent different computers in the Umbralscape. If you move through the right linkage of nodes, which resembles a spider web, if you ever look at the night sky of Spider City, you'll notice that the sky resembles static. That static is actually all the thousands of different computers and electronics that are represented in the Umbra connected through the net.
Oh, I think I understand. He doesn't understand.
William's gonna turn to Zebulon and Kyle in a hushed tone. Do we tell the end goal?
Matias thinks for a moment, goes, will it help?
It doesn't seem that they're too pessimistic.
Sure. As Matias goes, the end goal is to try and steal a fragment of reality to recreate an ancestral homeland for my tribe. As Carson's eyes kind of bulge and goes, that seems like quite the endeavor. I think an army of Garu would draw too much attention. Otherwise, you'd have some of our own, but also the Sept is vulnerable to begin with. The Glasswalkers got hit hard, losing many through the Purge, and, well, Steel Mountain is particularly vulnerable because we always had close ties with the Stargazers, and those are gone now.
We couldn't ask you to put yourselves at more risk than you already are, but we appreciate the sentiment.
You have to educate me on one thing, Elder. When we secure this fragment, I would guess it'd be a terrible idea to come back here. So wherever our next destination is, we need to go to that place and not risk the security of this place and the ire of some of those spirits by moving back through your cairn.
Agreed for the most part, though. Who knows? That might be if the best way out then is to try and use the net to escape. That would potentially throw you somewhere else randomly in the Umbra. Well, calculated, but random to you. That could pose a problem depending on, well, where your next destination lies.
Unfortunately, random works pretty well for us. Thank you for the clarity. I think we've decided on what we need then. We would need the help then for the standard access. Everything after that is on us. And should we somehow be successful, well, we won't be coming back through here. So thank you in advance for the assistance. There'll be a favor on the back end.
We'll accept any help you can offer if and when you come back. This is quite the rite of passage, and I don't want to sound pessimistic, so I'll keep most of my thoughts to myself.
It's alright. We're like bad luck. We keep coming back. It's okay.
I believe, Cora, that's called an infection.
You can see us as an infection. Sometimes I do too.
Oh, that's why we're called Fomori's Bane.
Because you're sick.
Sick being around Fomori's Bane. Oh!
Well, I think that the order of business will be to get these the ID cards together. And if I might, if your truth catcher is here, Elder, I'd like to speak to him before we leave.
Truth catcher's here. I'll get those. We have some extras in our deposits of fetishes. All right. As you, Zeb, approach collects with interest.
I don't know if you remember me, although the face is usually a dead giveaway. I need
Did
your
you
help
owe me
with
money
information.
once?
More than once.
More than once. I'm surprised you look so pretty.
I need help with information, and you might have a little bit wider access than we have right now. And there's a lot of my people trying to find it. It concerns an elder that appeared at Sacred Stone some time ago, known as Storm Chaser. There's nothing out there at all. And I've got more than a few of us, again, not tied in the same way. But we usually don't slouch on that type of thing. And there's nothing. I'd appreciate, it would owe you, if you could find... Nothing is still an answer. But the Shadow Lords aren't the type to not hype their brand, as the youths say.
Oh, that's true, but, well, some of them tend to gather renown in less honorable ways as well. Hide that aspect, so to speak. Keep the deeds internal, and then hype when they spit out elders who seem to get things done, regardless of methods.
You and I are of the same line of thinking. But this one's been interesting. I'll say interesting. And if there's anything that can be found out, like I said, I'd owe you a favor. Information I can give. I've got plenty of... Your networks are as good as mine, if not better.
Well, Mr. owed me on more than one occasion. I got good news for you. Some would call it fate. Some would call it chance. I like to think it's because I just am so good at my job that I've become prescient of what my clients need. Think of it as smart business. I've got an Adrian named Storms the Horizon, a Philodox of the Shadow Lords, coming here from Poland, an emissary of the Margrave, trying to build relations with the Glasswalkers in the United States and trying to probably sneak away some of our support from Jonas Albrecht, even though he has some close ties. So some of the rumors say to Sacred Stone, or at least enough ties.
I thought the decision on North America was made already.
When has a Shadow Lord ever said, with decisiveness, I have made a decision to back off?
Fair play. It's been some time since the Margrave's been here, or an emissary thereof.
Margrave's been trying. Margrave actually decided Sacred Stone wasn't worth it after Final Days lost his reputation.
I wondered about that, because of the manner in which the council and the instability that was there. A lot of people made a play.
Margrave saw that as an opportunity. Shadow Lords step back. They could probably approach older brother saying, see, we do respect your autonomy. Unlike that Silver Fang who tried to speak on how you govern yourselves. But that's all speculation. The Ragabosh mind questioning every motive, so to speak. But for you, Mr. Favor, I could ask about this Storm Chaser directly to the emissary. Maybe poke some things around, see if they can reveal any deeds, or at least hype them up. If they hype them up, then we know that it's one path. If they say something else, we know it's a different path. It's a way to narrow down information and, get our fangs into something juicy.
Toss for the goose.
Good lad.
I do have one thing, and again, more in the realm of my people. There's talk of a great eye opening on either side of the veil in the Umbra, deep, the eye of the worm, and what would accompany it. The only other piece that I would offer, and it matters only because I know their machinations, was the vampires turning on each other, which, good, but it's things worth monitoring. one population turns against itself and begins to destroy itself because of this event, there's instability that goes elsewhere. I keep an eye on my own kin for the very same, to ensure their safety, as again, normal folks and our kin are deeply affected by these types of things. I think it will happen soon. The visions were revealed to me in the abyss, and again, I know this isn't the type of information you normally trade upon, but it's what I offer, at least a small return. A credit in the column of many debits.
I appreciate as you see him pull open his drawer, and he pulls out 2 glasses, and pulls out some scotch, and pours a little bit for both of you. He goes, "To a new business venture, to a new cog in my network," as he slides over the glass to you.
Toast.
"Cheers to Gaia, to information, and to killing the right people. Gaia knows we get it wrong more often than not."
Gaia knows.
About an hour passes before you guys get your cards that allow you to use the elevator to get to downtown. Leads of Steel hands them out. There you are. They are imprinted to you. They will use your names. That's going to be the best way for the Sept to wash our hands so that we can at least say we were not being deceptive. We assumed good intent.
Thank you for all your help. It means a lot.
It's anything to try and give any sort of hope at this point. The Stargazer's leaving 3 months, and it's been affecting morale here and from several of the Garo who've been passing through. Well, let's head to the server room.
Lead the way.
As you guys start heading that way, you see a spider spirit jumping back and forth with an almost lightning bolt speed as he lands right on Kyle's arm.
Guys, hello. It's been so long. How have you been?
As he shoots and he's on the other side of you.
Where have you been? It's been too long.
As he launches and you see him going,
Cora, why haven't you said hi?
Hello, Gutter Spike.
It's been
shoots away onto your other shoulder.
like a billion years.
It has been like a billion years. It feels that way. So long. We've been all over the place. You wouldn't believe.
We kept getting trapped places, so we couldn't visit any sooner.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
As he leans his head down and you see this little sad emoji like pop over his head into the ether before dissipating out.
Oh, Gutter Spike, don't be sad. We're back now. We're not trapped anymore.
Well, good.
As you see a little heart react, show up and dissipate out.
Yeah. But we're here now. Hi. How's it going?
It's been good.
As he starts racing to tell you things, and it's going 1,000,000 miles per hour. You're only able to catch a couple words here and there.
You've been quite busy.
Sure. Jumping from phone to phone, helping kin out. Had a couple parts of me removed. Not quite sure what that was about, but no scar, so I can't get any sympathy likes.
Oh, that's true. You can't. Cora will turn around and pull the back of her shirt up. I got a new scar though.
Oh, rad. That'll help your brand recognition out.
Definitely.
So good to see all of you. Hi, William.
Hey, Gutter Spike. I didn't know you knew these people.
Sure did. Kyle used me to abuse an employee.
It's not quite as bad as it sounds, but it was not good either. She had a very bad day in a very poorly formulated plan.
But I helped and made sure that the plan went through.
Yes, you did. You were instrumental. I just wish we could have come up with a better plan.
Don't worry, she only cried for 3 days. And then I found her a new job because I knew it would make you happy.
Thank you. You were absolutely right.
See, Gutter Spike, this is why you're my favorite.
Okay, well, I've gotta go now. I've gotta go talk to another cell phone. I'm going to Ladash's soon. Kyle, do you want to say anything?
As you see a little woo-woo face pop up and dissipate through existence.
Yeah, Kyle. Do you want to say anything to Ladasha?
Please say hi to her for me. I wish I could have seen her while I was here.
Got it, the coy angle.
As a little bashful face pops up
I understand it.
as Gutter Spike launches off into the ether. And you get to the large server rooms in the Umbra as you walk, and the perspective of the room starts to shift just like before until the servers become towering buildings with a single door leading in. You pass through as you see what appears to be a human and a secretary typing away going, "Oh, hi. Can I help you?
Hello. Yes, we would like access to downtown. My name is William Grows-Matrices, and I'll hand over my ID card.
Sure. Let me check. As she scans your card, as a little light comes on, she goes, "Okay, you're cleared. I just need to see everyone else's."
Mm-hmm.
Pass them over.
Mark will approach as well.
Taking cards, checking as all of them come up green. Matias, being the last one, comes up green. All right, welcome to Spider City. I hope you enjoy your stay. Please know that there have been extra security measures, and be cognizant of the wanted holograms, and be sure that if you see something suspicious, speak up. That is the way that we can keep the citizens of Spider City safe and send any undesirables into Old Town.
Well, thank you for the information.
As you guys get on like a bullet train that launches up through existence, and you start going up like an elevator with the bullet train shooting through as you're ricketing through, as you shoot through the penumbra, as you see the vast open space of existence, the near realms floating in the distance, little spheres, bubbles of existence in the ether of the near realms of the Umbra. As the train launches through and you start coming down, as you pass a membrane of spider silk, as you see massive spiders guarding the realm, as you shoot through the tunnel, launching through, and you come into the realm. As the realm expands out and you see the massive skyscrapers, the static-like sky of the dull violet of a light-polluted city with beautiful blaring neon lights, holograms playing down below, and the bustle of thousands, millions, possibly billions of what appear to be people marching around with androids, spiders, robots, and the like. As you're coming in, though, there's one change to Spider City that none of you had seen before. It's towering, almost the size of some of the buildings. Leaning forward, its head tipped forward, it almost seems like a robot crafted of all of mankind's technology, past, present, and even future. Its eyes closed, though they occasionally open with a slight beam of electric blue before the thing seems to go back to sleep. As you come into the train station and you hear on the intercom, "Downtown Spider City, please exit in an orderly fashion. Enjoy your stay. Please see the marketplaces with our new 3-way communicators. Able to speak across realms, upgraded freshly. Don't let the scab hold you down. Even in those dark places, friendship is a call away." Ding, as the doors open.
We'll depart.
I guess we shuffle out, yeah. Well, now what? We find a terminal, right?
Out of character.
I believe it's the machine, isn't it?
Out of character. So you described it as something familiar to us?
Just that it's the amalgamation of all human technology, past, future, and present, forming a large robot body that is the size of the skyscrapers. But George is right. It is the machine.
Oh.
Which you would know. He's a glasswalker.
That reading I did.
Studying pays
Who
off.
Who knew?
Who knew learning the setting would pay off in understanding the setting?
But if its eyes are opening, that means it's waking up.
What happens
Maybe.
when the machine wakes up?
I don't know. The machine has always been asleep.
Well, I guess we could ask somebody since we're here, and they might know more than us.
Well, Two-Hearts, we are currently on a mission.
I understand. Getting information I don't think, would detract too much, but...
Well, so we can find that node, or a terminal, and travel around. Though the communication devices sound quite interesting. Allows us to communicate across vast distances and across the different planes.
Sounds like it would be a good way to keep in touch if we got separated.
Like a few months ago?
Yes.
Are they similar to what Kyle and Roy had?
I don't think I know what they had.
Oh, I'm sorry. They had these spider uplink communication things. It was like direct ear-to-ear stuff. This sounds like more advanced stuff for that.
I would assume it's very similar.
I guess the question is do we all find this item, or fetish, I guess, for glasswalkers? Would it be useful for all of us to have?
Would it be useful to breathe?
If you put it that way.
I'm certain it would be useful. I think first we should check the wanted holograms to make sure that we're not on them, because if we are, then we need to spend the least amount of time interacting with individuals as possible.
Yeah.
Makes enough sense.
Well, I guess let's find a hologram bulletin board.
So as you're going, you do see several. As you see Garu shifting from Hamid to Glabro to Krynos to Hispo to Lupus, and then back and forth the whole way, so that you get a good look of them in all their forms. Several of them are. All of them seem to be elders at this point, though you see Carson leads a steel from the Steel Mountain, as well as the Garu who led the charge against the Cyberdogs, who was with you the last time you were here. But thankfully, you are not on these holograms.
Oh, that's a relief.
Yeah, I guess in the grand scheme of things, our thing was bad, but they don't really recognize how involved we were in it. That's very helpful.
As you see another bulletin on one of them going, remember, those who glow like moonlight are enemies of the state. Those who glow like moonlight are enemies of the state. If you see enemies of the state, please send word to guards to send Heat Seeker after them.
That name sounds ominous.
I'll write down not to use Luna's armor, I guess.
Alright, now that we checked the holograms, we're in the clear, so I guess we can interact and explore a little bit longer.
Yep, as you just see people moving around once again. It's almost shoulder to shoulder at this point. As you see buildings being built up, you see actually remember those spider hunter droids from the last time you were here? Several of them have jetpacks and are flying through the sky. Several of them are on floating discs that have various weapons pointing in omnidirectional, or have several weapons omnidirectional, able to fire at will. And on the sides of buildings, there are massive Volkswagen to 16-wheeler sized metallic spiders with various guns, lasers, and the like coming out of their joints and their fangs.
Well, looking at that, I don't think interaction's going to be a problem. All the people.
So who do you want to interact with first? As Matias is just kind of following and he's completely taken aback as he grew up in a mining town in Scotland after his dad emigrated from Argentina to Silver Tara / Avalon to now this, as a frame of reference for the level of awe he is experiencing.
So that Matias doesn't get lost in the crowd, Dimitri's gonna hang back a little bit and make sure he doesn't get distracted by something.
Too late for that.
Oh, well.
His head's shooting in all directions, neck craning up to the what feels like mile-high buildings, and of course the giant, eyes fluttering mega robot.
I know this is a lot, Matias, but let's not get lost in the crowd.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Dimitri. Sorry, as he tries to crane his head back down to the world, but he does occasionally send glances up and around as he's looking around, trying to be cautious. This is amazing.
It's as amazing as it is dangerous. Now let's try to blend in.
As you're moving along, skin upgrades! Inject once, skin strengthened. Able to hold your own against assaults and be a perfect soldier for the mother. Skin upgrades. Feel the song through your flesh.
So we're looking for those communication devices. Yeah?
Correct.
We could probably get that information you're seeking too, Two-Hearts.
Could I get an intelligence streetwise roll to try and find the shop.
4 with no streetwise, so that would be a diff 8.
I've got 6 dice.
I've got 9.
Oh shit!
I was waiting for that.
God damn.
He knows all the streets.
All right, Dimitri, you find it instantly. You're like, come on, everyone. Buddy system. Hands clap, and you lead everyone through the crowd like a champ. Sirs, madam, welcome to my shop. How can I help you?
Yes, hello. I was looking to purchase or obtain 7 communication devices.
Okay.
There was
well,
an advertisement on a train.
Sure, these ones can go up to 3 individuals per linkage. So be aware of that. So, because it's still based on one spider, but we found a way to speed up the spider. We've improved the technology, increased processing. But when this spider tires out, I'm almost positive that we'll be able to have a 4 link at that point. Technology's going crazy. There's been such a boom since the machine has started to drift out of the deep umbra and found its home here.
Yeah, that is quite amazing.
Is that recent, or has it been happening for longer?
Oh, it's been slowly drifting. Humanity has been calling to it. So, it's here. Come on. Where have you been? Living under a rock, bud?
So to speak, I'm trying to get back in touch.
Man, no good if you're unhooking from the network. Makes you look like a deviant, as comes across friendly but threatening. We don't want no random interrupts, right, bud?
No air interrupts, friend.
Either way, as I was saying, this is the latest model. It links up to 3. Last model could only link up to 2, but we've been doing some upgrades, and I'm betting by next year we'll be good, which will give you just enough time to refill your juice quantities so that you can buy the new one and either sell these to some of the less fortunate who are ready to step into the market, or you could lure in some old town degenerates, drain them of juice, and use them to pay your way through, right? It's smart money to make others work for you.
That is smart money. Work smart, not hard.
Exactly.
Well, since we are in the market for these communication devices, and it's 3, how much are you looking to sell them for currently?
First set, we're gonna need 4 vials of juice.
I mean, among the 6 of us, that shouldn't be an issue.
No, but that is 4 vials for 3 devices. I was thinking more like 3 vials.
3 vials, man.
So
You
6 vials.
Trying to kill my business. You know what?
I'm not trying to kill your business.
You know what? I see you trying to do the 6 vials. I'll give you a discount for buying 2 for all your friends. It'd be 7. 7 instead of 8.
I'll do it.
All right, I'll need 7 vials. Who's all helping you pay? As you see him pull out like this little gun with a needle in it.
Zeb's gonna grab Matias and we're gonna walk outside.
What?
Good idea.
What's wrong?
We're just gonna let them do this. And you and I aren't.
All right, who's first? And how many vials am I taking from you?
I can give 2.
All right, ma'am, step right up. Please have a seat. Pretty simple. Arm out as the gun presses to your skin, and you lose 1 temp gnosis as he pulls off 1 vial, puts a new one in, presses again, fills that up. All right, 5 to go. Thanks, ma'am. I can tell by the way you didn't flinch that you're a big spender.
I spend so much. And she'll walk away. I freaking hate this.
I'll contribute too.
All right, come here, sir. Have a seat. Ooh, I'm sorry. Must been doing some rummaging. Give me just a sec as you see him pull out some alcohol swabs and washes some of your skin off to clean off some of the dirt. Don't want to get no infections. I look out for my customers.
I appreciate it.
1, 2 vials. All right, perfect. That's 4. 4. Got 3 more.
I'll go ahead and give a vial.
All right. Come on up, sir. Here you go. Thank you. You are a discerning businessman and quite the haggler.
We both know how to run our businesses.
Mark will approach and just
Thank
give
you.
his forearm.
Thank you, sir. There we are. Good as new, right as rain. Thank you. You're spending wisely.
I had thought to spend my juice elsewhere, but I
Don't worry,
suppose-
Kyle. I'll take care of you. You can owe me the next round, and I'll give
sure?
Yeah, it's not that big a deal.
Man, look at you, big old spender. As he takes another one from William, goes, there you go, and a generous one too. This one must be made of money.
They don't call me money bags for no reason around my friend groups.
Yeah, well, lucky friends. Hey, thanks for coming in. Here you go. Just, for you to think about as he starts handing out like these decal like stickers and things like that. Stick them around, put them on your cars, put them on your hover trains, whatever you want, your laptops, just to get the name of the brand out there so that you can that you can show your support and show the world that you buy quality.
Thanks.
As he finishes up and goes, hey, how you doing? As he gives the same pitch to some people, it's like, three-way communication, we can do that, da-da-da-da, as you all leave, as Matias goes. Just looks around and looks at you guys and goes, this seems predatory?
Extremely.
It's the point.
It's the cost of doing business here.
Is it? Let's find a terminal, please.
Zeb really doesn't like it here, so while we're on the way, show us how these spider things work.
And so the spider things work by putting them in your ear, and it is a Gnosis Diff 6 roll to attune to the fetish for the day.
What do you
I'm
mean?
not carrying one of those things. So, you'll have 2 extra. And extra. So, find a friend. I don't know.
I don't particularly want one either. Sorry, I suppose I should have spoken up, but I carried the last one for a long time, and the idea that one of you could contact me while somewhere like Erebus, since it's cross-realm now, leaves me uncomfortable.
Fair enough.
The whole idea of these devices was to stay in touch.
We do a pretty good job of it. Let's find a terminal, please.
So, moving through, you do finally get to a terminal. As William, you get to pull out your phone to connect to it.
Okay.
You plug in and you will need to roll intelligence computer difficulty 6 to get to the macro level. Or Gnosis Diff 4. But you get there.
Right.
As you launch up, as you find yourself in a vast web with thousands of spider webs silking through existence. You see, if you look down dimly enough, you see the tiny twinkling lights of Spider City down below. As before you, there are a ton of nodes that connect and split off with different threads going every which direction. The node you are on has 5 different exits, and to move across the macro level by sliding on the strands to visualize your next destination, you will need to roll willpower difficulty 6. The willpower roll is to start visualizing where you're going. Then to actually move across the macro level successfully, you have to make a intelligence computers roll. If you want to make that jump in just one giant jump, that's diff 9. If you want to try and make smaller jumps, the smaller the jumps, the lower the difficulty. And your computer skill cannot be higher than your enigmas. So it's basically your computer skill is capped by the size of your enigmas pool.
Okay. All right. So my willpower roll.
You are not able to visualize where you need to go.
I will mulligan that
All right.
because it's kind of important to know where we're going.
Nothing ever wrong happened from a blind jump. So you start getting a brief visualization in your mind. So are you doing a big jump, a small jump?
I will actually have to do smaller jumps because I don't have any enigmas.
Woof. All right.
But I don't take the difficulty penalty, right? Because I do have points. Okay.
Yeah, you do have points in computers. So the let's say, do you want to do the smallest jumps possible, or do you want to risk a little bit to speed up the journey.
I'll do a standard diff of diff 6. I don't know.
Okay. So a standard diff 6 means that you will need to make 3 successful jumps, and each jump is going to represent an hour of time.
That doesn't sound so bad. Can I use willpower on these rolls for an auto success?
You can.
Okay. First one with a willpower. Whew.
Not a botch because you spent the 1 willpower, but you do feel yourself going slightly laterally. You're not worse for wear, but you are clearly moving slightly erratically, and a couple of the larger spiders that watch the macro level are starting to take notice. They're huge, eldritch, mechanical horrors of spiders, as it almost looks like they have tendrils, but they're actually like piping and wires moving around, writhing upon the body, and twitching and almost looking like 1,000 different life forms, screaming and moving under giant metal plates as the creatures move around as their giant blue eyes ignite and start just looking around. So you're able to move as you finally get the right kind of jump as you launch through, as you're basically sliding down these electric webs of spider silk, as you feel your bodies contained within an electron that launches you forward at immense speed, making several bounces between several nodes before you land at a node closer to the destination you desire. Launching again, you move down, launch, electrons just flying through. As you're sliding through, as you see other electrons coming the opposite direction as they slide down across and move laterally to all of you, as you see spiders and even one Anasi riding through before you hit your next node.
And then I'll add 1 more willpower to this last roll.
As you launch and you get to the appropriate node, now you can either do a Gnosis roll, difficulty 4, or an Intelligence Computers roll, diff 6, to exit.
Not capped by enigmas this time?
Not capped by enigmas this time.
Okay. 4 dice at diff 4 or 7 dice at diff 6. I don't know the math. I'm gonna just use the Intelligence Computers.
Boonga boonga that with the larger pool.
Yeah. Also, William doesn't use Gnosis much.
As you succeed and you feel your bodies contained, as you feel yourselves beamed down, as you find yourself at the upper echelons of Spider City, as you see massive spiders everywhere moving along, the Spider Lords moving, as you do see several moving as they almost seem like 2-dimensional objects or 3-dimensional objects moving sporadically through space-time as the 4th-dimensional beings pass through. As they move through space-time, their 3-dimensional shell moves through existence, creating odd twisting shapes within existence itself as they grow and shrink in space as if they're moving in perspective while still occupying the same XYZ coordinate in existence. Marching through as the city grows high and you see the lights everywhere. Can I get a perception computer roll or perception technology roll, please?
Everyone or?
Whoever wants to make the roll.
I have 5 dice.
Well, I've got 4 dice in perception technology.
There you go.
Alright. And you said standard diff?
Yeah. All right. William, Zeb, and Dimitri, you see these massive sparks launching into what appears to be a factory. The sparks are strong, powerful, and when they give this eerie sort of light, you actually feel, everyone feels it, but they don't associate it with that. They associate it with the Spider City itself. When the light strikes them from these sparks, you feel it becoming more difficult to shapeshift, as if you're being calcified into a specific reality.
Does it become more difficult each time, or is it just
it's there, then
Okay.
the light vanishes, and then you're back to normal, and then the light comes in it. As Matias looks up, what are you all looking at?
These sparks, it's hampering our ability to shift as easily.
They might be just the thing, or something like it. Little pieces of stasis.
Question is how do we store it?
Gonna have you ride the lightning, William?
No, it is an interesting question, though. I hadn't considered that as an issue, but while we're holding on to it, it might be much harder for us to shift.
I think that's spot on.
Could always give it to Matias to carry it. It is his right.
I can do that. Question is, how do we get one now?
While this is the cyber realm, Keegan, can we still technically use Owl's gifts of flight?
You can. And upon inspection, who had the highest? It would be William. There are massive amounts of security protecting that particular pipeline of stasis shells going into the giant factory.
Well, I do have my gift, Hare's Leap. Maybe I could jump up to it.
I'm sure as soon as you touch that pipe, all the guards are going to come running.
It's not dark in here, is it?
No, the sky's dark, but nothing but like neon lights.
Yeah,
Though,
that's what I thought. Okay.
though looking at yourself, Cora, you're the first to notice it. Your skin is giving off the faint illumination of moonlight. And looking at your companions, all of them are giving the faint glow of moonlight.
Well, since we're all glowing anyway, and they're gonna come get us anyway.
Alright, if that's the case, then we just break that pipe, grab a shard, or we can grab a couple. I don't know what the side effects of holding onto multiple would be, but it doesn't hurt to have a backup. I can stand here at the terminal and prep us a quick exit if possible.
We can fly and try to stealth it.
Stealth it for as long as you can, and then, I mean, they're gonna come after us anyway because we're all glowing.
Yeah. Is it a matter of latching on to an essence of this realm? Then does something actually be broken out, or is it we're basically grabbing a piece of this essence and trying to get away with it through the security? Recognizing that, I just want to know the form, Keegan. Is something have to be broken through and breached, or is it just moving through space?
It is kind of riding almost like a tube.
Okay.
And it seems to be pulling that from something that's clearly drawing energies from the outer realms, the deep umbra.
And so we'd probably have to pry it away.
If you're going for the pipe, probably, yes. Or at least you're going to have to take an action to break the tube that it's in.
And you said they're going into a building. I mean,
Yes.
It's like a warehouse or power factory.
Yeah, like a factory. It looks like it's a blend of warehouse, like old-time construction factory, as well as almost like a server farm. It's all of those things.
We got here as soon as we have the stasis or the shard. They're all going to come for us, so we may as well just get it as close to a terminal as possible and make our escape as quickly as possible.
I think we can fly up. I'm going to need your help to break it open, William. I'll carry it. We just need to get ourselves out of here. If we want to smash from the pipeline.
Okay. What were you going to say?
Yeah, sorry, Sam, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, I cut you off. I'm sorry. I just didn't realize you weren't done talking. Are terminals generally outside of buildings?
All the ones you have used have been outside.
Because you're right, William. We should get one as close to a terminal as we can. However, if there are ones inside the building, that might make it closer from extraction point to our extraction point.
Can you just check on the terminal to see where the other terminals are?
You can walk around.
We could, but I'd rather not walk around while we're emitting moonlight.
Cora,
Yes.
could you roll me intelligence
No.
occult? Yep. Please do. Diff 6, please.
Okay. I'm just gonna double check, make sure that it's 1. Yes, it's 1.
Good luck.
You didn't up your intelligence?
No, I upped my melee.
Based our rune answer. No!
Ooga booga. Bonk.
Yeah, basically.
So let me
All that.
rephrase the roll, actually. Intelligence plus rank, please.
Oh, okay. Intelligence plus rank. That's cool because I have 0 in a.
That tracks, yes.
Keegan throwing
Cora,
the second pitch underhanded.
Cora, I am begging you, please read a book. Haha, melee goes.
Please read a book. I can't read.
Cora, weren't you an honor student?
Yes, she was.
Okay. So Cora,
Yes,
through thinking, which is difficult.
it is.
Uh,
It's very hard. She hasn't done a lot of it since middle school.
No, she hasn't, unfortunately. However, something clicks into her mind, and it is she has heard of a gift for her auspice before. The gift is called Full Moon's Light, and it is an athro gift. And it is that the Garu can channel their gnosis, and if anyone works against that Arun or their pack, they glow like the moon, which can defy stealth. So, while you are thinking of a plan, it might be possible to walk away from the factory and you will cease to glow as you get outside of that mile radius.
Yep. Okay, cool, guys. We gotta move away. It was on my fucking list.
All the more shame on you for not putting it together.
I know. Come on, guys. We gotta move away from here.
As you,
And I'll explain on our way away from the factory.
as you move away, and finally after a little bit of moving, the glow dissipates from your bodies.
7. All right. Safer here. Won't be glowing. Can we try an experiment because I don't know if that gift is being used at the warehouse specifically. Wait, no, it's got to be, because that means that it's got to be being only used at the warehouse because it is a Garu who uses that. Or I don't know if anyone else has that ability. I don't think they do. Anyway, so what if we just follow the pipeline back away from the building a ways?
So attack the pipe from outside that 1 mile radius?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't sound like a bad plan to me.
It'd be easier to be stealth about it. Now we could try and get closer to the pipe and see if we glow first, but
Keegan, could you describe the path the pipe takes so that we can even figure out if it's
Sure.
reasonable?
It comes down like almost a loop, or not a loop, but like a exponential graph almost. Like from the heavens, it comes careening down and then slows down as the steepness or the slope of the pipe reduces until it gets to the factory itself.
Is there anything much higher than where we are now?
Not much higher. Like it would probably, if you flew a mile up, you'd probably be almost right at the web itself, the macro level of the computer realm. But that could be a possible avenue.
So this pipe is coming from the macro level?
It looks like it because the macro level is the sky, but it's likely that this pipe punctures this realm and collects energies from the deep umbra, where the Weaver herself resides.
My plan was more the Arvin with the hammer bashes it open and we run like hell.
I like it.
That was what I was thinking we were going to do, but we have a terminal at the closest point of contact, so we run the least amount and we can get away as quickly as possible. Zeb, can you carry Cora up there?
Dimitri and I can together.
Okay, then I'll stay here and prep the terminal.
How far up would we have to fly with her, Keegan? Not a mile.
Well, if you don't want to glow, but
If you don't want to glow, yeah.
we can get up about half a mile.
That's how far we must fly. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
All right. As you start flying out, you guys notice yourselves starting to glow. As you get up to the pipe, Cora, I need Dex melee, please.
Can I shift first?
Sure.
10d10 T6, you said?
Yep. As you hit, it smashes and it breaks open. As all of you are struck, Zeb, Dimitri, I need you to make stamina rolls. Diff 8. You need 2 successes.
Get it, boys.
Got 2 successes there. Zeb didn't.
Nope.
So Dimitri, you're flying and you feel this terrible tug as both of Zeb's wings calcify instantly and they are unable to move as you guys basically boom from the sheer weaverish energy as some of those bolts of existence are dropping and sending out stasis energy everywhere. All shape-shifting rolls this close to them is +2 or 2 points of rage instead of 1.
Are my wings calcified too?
Nope, because you got 3 successes. Your wings are good.
All
you
right, just have
can
to-
make a desperate strength roll, difficulty 9. Once again, 2 successes to hold both of them up and
I will
not
do
go
that.
falling to the ground.
All right, I will do that.
As you
One
grab, you
success.
hold, and so you don't get enough to totally stop the fall, but you are lightening it as you basically, you guys are corkscrewing down. Cora, you can make a mad grab for one of the sparks of reality. That will be Dex Athletics, but because of the nausea-inducing spinning, you are going to have to roll at diff 8 to catch it.
Cross your fingers, guys.
Can
Zeb, can I get, real quick, Zeb, can I get a perception alertness roll?
What difficulty?
I'm gonna go diff 7 because of the spinning. Oof.
Nope.
Don't see it.
And my grab.
And your grab, you get it. You
I get
catch it, and you feel this strange energy pulse through your body. You are unable to shapeshift while holding this. You are stuck in
Cool.
Krynos.
can I, William, communicate to Dimitri and Cora through the comm link?
I'm gonna say yes
Okay.
because you have, they both have one in their ears.
Yeah.
To you.
Dimitri, don't worry about landing. Just get to us. And then I'm going to turn to Kyle and Mark. Catch them once they get here. Let me know as soon as they're in your arms.
Keegan, can I shapeshift to lower Zeb's mass?
You can. It will be either 2 points of rage or standard stamina primal urge to even reach breed form, being this close.
Okay, so still have to make the roll and spend the.
You don't have to spend. So it'd be 1 rage to change or
Okay.
stamina primal urge diff 6 to reach breed form.
To reach breed form. I'll spend the 2 rage to
Okay.
reach breed form.
You guys hear a horrifying sound as every light gets shot out in the immediate area. Every one of them gets hit with these bullets. As all the lights go out, you are all glowing and sticking out like sore thumbs as the ones on the ground, because they have a better line of sight and are not spinning violently, see a cybernetic hispo with a mounted Gatling gun on its shoulder, red eyes blazing. Heat Seeker is here. Dimitri, I need Dex, Athletics, diff 8 because Cora is still very heavy to successfully aim yourself at Kyle and Mark.
All right.
All right, as you come careening down, it's as all of you take, or all 3 of you take 2 points of lethal damage, and double that for Zeb, who is in Hamid form. As you land, and Zeb, your wings shatter off your back. They will regrow in an hour. As
Got it.
Heat Seeker looks, and he looks over all of you, and he goes,
Grows-Matrices, butcher!
as his legs start to disassemble and turn into spider legs, and he starts racing towards you at like car level speeds. His
Dazzle.
eyes looking at you. Kyle, as you attempt to dazzle the creature, small mechanical pieces come off of it and shock him immediately under your spell.
Could I pick up Zeb, run like hell, and also use distractions on Heat Seeker?
You can use distractions as the Garu with spider bones comes at you.
No.
I know
so-
I put in 6 as the difficulty, but the difficulty is his willpower.
Okay. That would be diff 8, so 1 success.
1 success.
So minus 3 dice for the next 1 round, and he'll be there immediately, so there's not a lot of setup to be done. So you'll get 1 free gift activation. But we will see how that shakes out next time. Thank you to everyone who listened. We'll catch you in that next episode. Bye.
Bye.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.